I'm back in the pit again. Now, wait. Before you click off, okay? I know how mentally draining the pit is, but listen, this video is gonna be worth it, I promise. For this video, I'm gonna be grinding the pit because of one specific thing that has been updated to the game, and Vesteria has had a ton of updates recently, and when I say a ton, it's really, you could describe the entire updates within like a couple sentences. It's really easy to talk about. However, the updates are still very important to the game, so that's why I'm gonna be making this video. Now, I'm not really an update person either. I mean, I used to be, but not so much anymore. I kind of just see the updates and I keep playing the game and keep making videos, but I never really cover them like that anymore, where I cover it in depth or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to make sure that you guys understand what I'm talking about for all those of you who may not actually play Vesteria as well. Items. We have a lot of items in Vesteria, right? We have this Forgotten Dagger, we have this Dust from Longbow that I currently have right now. Now imagine if you could get those items, but they also boost your damage. These are known as variants in Vesteria. Vesteria at one point had variants as drops that you could roll on your weapons whenever an item drops from a specific mob or enemy. So that's why I'm here farming the pit, because I find myself to get a decent amount of drops from the pit by just normally grinding. So we might be able to see one of the variants in work here while I'm grinding. But variants can literally roll this Dustworm Longbow, for example, as a fierce Dustworm Longbow, which basically gives you plus 12, plus 13 strength or something like that on the Dustworm Longbow. This used to be in the game a while back, and it would only work on drops that were weapons or armor pieces. So just this armor and these weapons, for example, those are the only things that could get variants. And I'm pretty sure that's how it is right now as well. And I would like to see variants for other things in the future, like maybe footwear or maybe headgear even. That could be pretty nice. Busted, but very nice. But that's how it works. Variants can only roll on mobs drops, on weapons or armor. And they can be any of these things where they boost your strength, vitality, intelligence, or dexterity. Of course, the ones that are most sought after are going to be all the ones that are not vitality, because no one really cares for vitality anymore. It is what it is, man. When I say anymore, I don't know if people have ever cared about vitality. Maybe for PvP, I can see it in some cases, but I don't know. I can't see it in PvE at the very least. For those of you guys who don't know about Warriors of Vesteria were absolutely, they just were not that great unless you were a Berserker. They were pretty like, good for PvP, but everything else not really practical. The Paladin was dubbed as the worst PvE class for all Vesteria PvE content for a very, very long time. So they updated and reworked and revamped the warrior classes, and now the warrior classes are amazing. I don't think that the Paladin is too crazy still, though. I think Paladin definitely stands a better chance in the PvE style of things now, but I don't think that Paladin is still all that crazy. Knight, on the other hand, still feels like a pretty crazy PvP class, but I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. Knight's in a weird spot for me. I love Knight. I used to be a Knight main for PvP all the time, and I probably still will be, but it's just like, for PvE, I don't think it's really changed all that much. PvP, on the other hand, though, yeah, very solid class. Might even be the #1 PvP class. I don't know. Now, the big one that changed was Berserker. If you guys liked your mages, or you guys liked your assassins and all that, you guys thought it was meta, we're back with the assassin meta, welcome to the new age, the new meta. Ferocious Assault on the Berserker. Ferocious Assault is one specific ability on the Berserker, and it is what is making the Berserker so insane right now. You can out DPS even the gold tier assassins, and I just got another drop. Was it a variant though? Nope, no variant. Nice. Awesome. Luckily, I at least have a variant on me. As you guys can see here, I have +6 int, but this automatically dropped with 6 int on it, which was my Keen Icicle. So that's an example of what a variant can look like. Otherwise, it'd just be a normal icicle. But those are back, and yes, you can get them on boss drops like the icicle and from the possum and stuff like that. I also forgot to mention that we got a new drop to the possum, which is the baby possum pet, which I believe is just a resized possum with green eyes, which is it's okay. It's okay. I saw a suggestion where they should add a cone hat to the baby possum, and I agree, honestly. I feel like that's a really good addition. How am I getting this many drops? I've only been recording for about 6 minutes, by the way, so this is weird. Anyways, on to my opinions real fast though, okay? Oh, you're gonna give me 24 giant tokens for free? What? Like, wait, why'd you actually give those to me for free? Anyways, so my opinions. Variants, I feel like, are a very good addition to the game. I feel like it's a good update to the game. Variants do make things more diverse and interesting, and I really do like the idea of them. The issue is that implementing variants are the hard part. In all honesty, games are hard to create and develop, right? Undead, I subbed. Is that why you gave me the giant tokens? I appreciate you, man. It's hard to think of a good implementation for variants. At least for me, it is. Maybe one of you guys in the comment section below have a good idea of how to implement them. I honestly thought that they would bring back variants through crafting it, because there's some things that you could craft in this game. So I would, it just sounds like it would be something that you could craft. Maybe not easily, but you could, you know what I mean? I forgot to say thank you to that guy. I'm all over the place right now, man. I thought that variants were going to be craftable. Apparently they came back, but as the normal way that they were before, where they are just a drop, which is understandable, of course. I understand the idea of drops being variants and all that. But now if you want high-end gear in this game, if you already had a gold tier, your gold tier is kind of worthless at this point now. Now, of course, it can still be good, and it's still going to put up a good fight against those of you who have better variants. But the thing is, though, if you're going up against a berserker with base gear, they might actually be able to out DPS you, even with variants gold tier. Not exactly sure. I didn't do the testing, and I'm too lazy to do further testing, but ultimately I did some testing, and I can guarantee you guys right now, berserker has best DPS in the game, just because of ferocious assault. It's insane DPS. It's crazy. If you want to have the best of the best gear, like the best gear that you could possibly get in the game, you want to get it gold tier plus, right? But why get it gold tier plus if it's not a variant? Because then it's not the best of the best anymore, right? That's the problem that a lot of players have with this update, especially those who are casual players, the ones who want to play only 2 hours a day, or maybe even around like 10 hours a week, or even less than that, to be honest. And that's where the issue comes in, because some people aren't able to grind as hard as these other players who will be able to get these variants really quick and fast, easy. So that's what it comes down to. It's a very hard implementation, but overall, I feel like it's a good update. I wouldn't say it was necessary. I think I'm gonna have to say it was actually necessary, just because other players have variants and they felt more like a limited time thing, which I didn't like. So I'm glad that they're back now. So in my opinion, I think this is a really solid update. I think that was a good addition to the game. Because think of it this way, right? If you were in an MMORPG, would you rather have a meta thing that is a limited time, or have a meta thing that's not a limited time? You see, it's just no questions asked. You wouldn't want a limited item to be meta, right? So that's why I think it's a good thing that they added the variants back. However, I'm sorry, casual players out there, you guys will have to suffer the farm for those variants, or just buy them off of other players, which is going to be expensive, and you're gonna have to farm for money either way. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's rather unfortunate. Overall, I think it's a good update. As for the berserker meta, I'll be honest, I wish it was another class that got meta. Like, what if we had a paladin meta? You know what I mean? A paladin meta would have been very sick, in my opinion. With a new update to the paladins, to be honest, they're very solid at PvE. I wouldn't have minded a paladin meta. Paladins were bad before, and if we had a paladin meta, that would have definitely made things interesting. I just feel like we shouldn't have a meta at all, let alone a meta that has to deal with rangers, assassins, warlocks, clerics, berserkers, because all these classes have had their time to shine in the meta. And I feel like if we had other classes that got to shine as well, it'd be very nice. I think at one point sorcerer was also meta, but I could be wrong. But like, I wouldn't mind seeing like a very strong sorcerer meta for a little while, or seeing knight or paladins rise up to the meta as well. I feel like a paladin meta would definitely be interesting for the game, and it would make things interesting too, considering if you wanted the best paladin gear, you'd probably have to farm the pit a lot, which is again mentally draining, but it would make people not want to farm dunes as hard as they were when the update dropped for this game. When this game dropped that variant update, this game was boosted all the way up to 2,000 players concurrently playing, and that was impressive. What was that? That's a new noise, and I really liked it, but it was really scary at the same time, man. All for a head slime. Another thing as well is I remember farming reanimated slimes like crazy, trying to get the perfect fallen blade, and that was so bad. I would spend 12 hours or something like that a day just grinding. Oh, are you getting a screeny? I got you. Hold on, let me do a E-wave. I'm not sure if you were getting a screener or not. Nice to see you. But fallen blades are just not fun to farm for, and I was trying so hard to get a fierce fallen blade or a swift fallen blade, which is just either plus dex or plus strength on it, and that was so painful, man. The variants in this game are no joke to farm for. At least it depends on what you're farming for. As an example, if you wanted to farm possum to try and get the good old boss drops, like a forgotten axe with a variant, or a forgotten dagger with a variant, forgotten staff with a variant, oh, good luck, dude. I don't know. The variants are both a good thing and a bad thing. I feel like they're bad for the casual player, but they're good for everyone overall. I'm just gonna say this now, so that way anyone who wants to get into this game knows: max out war cry on berserker and max out ferocious assault, you're good to go. Seriously, you do not need blade spin. It's not necessary. It's just that good. I am curious though to hear you guys' opinions. Would you guys be interested in them adding footwear variants? Like, let's say that you got the scarab tongue boots, right? But the scarab tongue boots could have a variant on it, and the same thing with headgears. Would you guys be down for variant headgears as well, such as the skin ratty hat having a variant on it too? Because we did get ancient scrolls for the footwear and headgears, and I wouldn't mind cursed scrolls coming to the headgear and footwear as well, of course, if they're balanced. I don't know. I wouldn't mind these things being added as long as everything is balanced. If we got cursed headgear and cursed footwear, I would not mind whatsoever. But of course, we ought to make sure that things are balanced, right? And I feel like that would be the same thing for variants. I would not mind variant headgear and footwear and the cursed scrolls for headgear and footwear, or scrolls for footwear in general, as long as things are balanced. I think that could be fun. That could make the game a lot more interesting and a lot more grindy. Variant? Nope, just another normal slime staff. I think that the variants in this game are pretty rare to get, and And even if you do get a variant on it, hopefully you do not get dull, because if you get dull in this game, have fun. That's a vendor item right there. No one wants it. The only issue that really happened with this variant thing is it shifted the economy for a little bit, and I don't know what's going to happen with the economy. I think the economy is still shifting at the date of this video going up, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. This video was a little bit all over the place, and I'm sorry for that, but I just felt like I wanted to update you guys on what happened in this game and to talk about it, because more than likely I will start streaming a lot just because of these variants, and I really like these variants, so I want to get some myself, so that's why I'm probably gonna end up streaming. Plus, I also have a lot of goals set out for this game that I want to accomplish, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Definitely a more laid back video, this one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys got this far in the video, you guys should consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing with notifications on. It would mean the world to me if you guys did so. But without further ado, I can't wait to see all you guys in the next one. Bye bye.